All right, guys, let's talk about Carolina Royal Ravens right now because things aren't looking so good. And I chose this gameplay acapella. Haven't watched it yet. I decided to pick Rewind because of the way P2, P4, and even P3 are. Um, Most of the maps honestly require a lot of strategy, to be honest. But I feel like this map you could actually with this map without teamwork, like you're never going to win. And I decided to pick this map out of the five that they scrimmed against Hook's team, just to see what's going wrong. Because in my opinion, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things going wrong, and right off the bat, I just like saw something. It's literally gonna be hard to talk about them and also try to break down the gameplay as well. Maybe I might break down the gameplay first and then or just like watch it and see what's going on. But first, off the break, how is Gwyn losing P2 spawns already? Like, we literally spawned on that side, brother. I saw this. So he pushes up way too crazy here. So we don't like he gets that kill, but take a look at what the fuck he does after this. Like, you got to keep those spawns. Why are you going so far? Where are you going, man? Where are you going? They get a sneak around Burger side. They have no earthly idea. If he's gonna push up that far, Slasher needs to get back. That's the only way that works, is with organization and communication, like actually talking about where you are. You cannot push up that far if your teammate's not anchoring the back. And it's not just about anchoring, but making sure people don't get by. He thinks he's watching everything, but probably see through like a Burger window in that spot. You just gotta back up and watch the street from the back. You can't let anyone get by, just in case number 5 dies like Gwyn. Not even sure if he calmed it. I'm pushing up. Granted, doesn't really have to, but he's relieving pressure. But if you have the back spawns, then you can. But pushed up way too far, not providing any cover on the back, immediately flipped out, losing the spawns when you spawn on that side to begin the game. Like, that should be a fucking fine from the coach. Like, did they have a coach? Like, bro, if they don't have a coach, I'm not sure who could put it out into the ether, bro. I will literally coach them for free. And I'm not even talking about coach all the time, but they could send me their VOD. I will watch it and I will give my input on it for free. Like, literally for free in my fucking time. On my time. But no way he gave it the spawns that much. But something I also wanted to talk about as well is Vivid on the flex roll. So from the Scrap Time podcast, Benji Nassim's podcast, for those of you who don't know it, he talked about how he talked to former teammates of Vivid's, a few or a couple, about reasons why he's been off the team and all that stuff. Because like even us from the outside wondering, like, why is Vivid not on these teams? Why is he getting like randomly dropped, etc., etc.? Like, what's going on here? And I always thought it was like an attitude thing, but apparently it's more gameplay related, like him not fitting into the way a team wants to play. Sometimes it could be like 3v1 on like just how they want to play the game, and if they want to play a certain way, he just doesn't want to change the way he's playing, you know. Some along those lines is the best way I could put it to how he said. God, I'm trying to watch this. But I don't think Vivid on a flex is any better, because they talked about maybe slowing him down will make him so he doesn't make these bad habits as an SMG all the time. But in a game like this with Omni Move It, with the way Reese Vivid is, high interaction, this game literally screams high interactions with the movement and everything. I think it's criminal, the fact that he's not on an SMG in this game of all games. Maybe you could have tried this in another game, but this is not the game to try this on, and that's for sure. And I actually want to see how fucking TJ lost the spawns back there, because I saw him back there at some point. So they have the spawns. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to rewind it. My bad. It's hard to talk and like watch at the same time and break it down. Okay, yeah. So he just like gave up the back, wasn't expecting another person to come. But even then, when you don't know where everyone is, why is he even getting into the mix right there? I think they have nobody. Even their main AR slashers, not like anchoring spawns. They have nobody responsible for doing anything. If you watch Optic play one game, go back, watch the Scrim video I uploaded against Hook's team. I guarantee you'll see somebody always making sure they have the spawn. In this, 2 instances, not even on P3, we're on P3, not even a full rotation in. 2 times they had spawns and they just collapse and they give it up. No one's watching, like no one's protecting spawns at all. I thought that was the main AR's job, if anything, by default. But if he's not in the position, somebody else do it. But yeah, getting back to the Vivid thing, I think having him on an AR in this game is crazy. And I didn't watch all 5 maps of these scrims. This is actually like the first map I watched, but I skimmed through the others just to see stat lines because I wanted to see how he was doing as a main AR. Granted, KD doesn't tell the whole story, but it just doesn't sit right with me. Vivid having the most or second most hill time on the team, and then some games Slasher has like 40 only. Like, I don't think that's right. I don't think that fuck sits right with me. I mean, on this team, you got Gwyn, you got TJ. I think personally, and there's nothing wrong with adapting your playstyle. I'm not saying Reese Vivid should be a cracked out SMG for his whole career, because we see people like Kenny went from being an aggressive in your face SMG to literally being a do-it-all AR. He could be a slow AR, he could be a flex AR, he holds spawns. He's a very responsible player. So it is possible to have multiple playstyles. Like, Kenny's a very versatile player. He could play multiple different ways. So I don't also like the connotation of if they're a cracked out sub, like they can't be an AR. But with the way it is right now, bro, in this game, I don't think Vivid should be in that role right now. I think TJ would be better off with the AR, with the flex role, to be honest. I think that would work way better. I think fucking Vivid should go to an SMG. This game's not looking good for Carolina right now. Okay, I'm going to lock in on this game, and then I'll actually talk more after the gameplay is over.
They're spawning at all. They're spawning at all.
Yo, some of them
TJ one in yellow. TJ one in yellow. TJ one in yellow.
I don't see TJ.
I have court. I have court.
I'm up on you on time.
I'm picking up out of RV. Out RV.
Like, what was that? Hold on, I'm sorry.
Where are we spawning them?
Gotta go back again.
They're spawning at all. They're spawning at all.
TJ
one in yellow. TJ one in yellow. TJ one in yellow.
Like, I know it doesn't mean much, but why is Gwyn like sitting there waiting for a push? Like, did his controller turn off, or is he actually just like sitting there waiting for a push? Because even if that guy kills you on that street, like, you want the P2 spawns anyway. I mean, like, if you die, you're literally spawning on that side. Like, what's wrong with having that side? Am I missing some, or is like that side favorable for P5? But P5 is like a mixy hill anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Where are we spawning them?
Keep thinking fucking Carolina's blue, but they're red. It's throwing me off.
They're looking for me up. They're shitting themselves. Yo,
Yeah, there's two.
They are. I literally just watched Gwyn sit right in the front of P5 for how long? Right there.
I'm trying to. He's dead. Last guy's inside, on top of the crate. He made it. Take your time. I'm coming out. They're still hitting you guys. Down it.
I ran through this.
Probably on new.
He's gonna be on new.
He's our side glass.
Yo, I spawned one guy's middle. One guy's mid-hole, one guy's blue. Yo, blue in default corner. Blue. I stunned him middle. Default corner. He's like
If they lose fuck P2 spawns again, bro, I'm gonna be tight. I mean, they already lost it right there, but that was actually kind of a natural one.
Yeah, I am.
Not really anything to the fault of their own.
I'm with you, Byron.
Number 6 picking up the P5 side. Keep watching it, nigga. Oh, he turned on him. Holy shit, but Gwyn almost get that shit up.
Yeah, they are. I have a small pinch.
Carolina, for some reason, is very good at holding P1 on this map.
On new, back dump. Like, he's literally back dump. They're probably dump, maybe pinching small. They're playing hella safe for new.
Blue and deep.
I have help.
He's laying down close left in that close left weird corner.
He's dead.
Yo, we should go front, bro.
That was deep straight, right? Yo, in and blue again, Teej.
Deep right, Vivid.
There's a lot
Yo,
fucking
one guy's
better
gonna
out
be
of
on the
them.
dump if you go front.
I'm dead.
Sounds like they had a conversation about it fucking mid game. You got Vivid in the backpack.
Yellow one shot,
On time, dead.
yellow one shot, yellow one shot.
And back left on me. Stay down for a sec.
Number 8 should have spawned out, bro. They were not like that's a weird spawn. Number 8 shouldn't even have spawned out.
Yellow, TJ now. Another one, have you push yellow.
They weren't even pushed up in the back. This game split spawns. Yeah, they can't hold a hill to save their lives though. Holy shit, man. Like,
Yellow one shot,
on time, dead.
yellow one shot,
And back left on me. I'm staying down for a sec.
That could have spawned out, bro. I got a weird ass spawn.
number 5 thought someone was gonna spawn on, and then number 7 just spawned in on them. Then they're both turtled in the house. They have to run out. Number 6 gets killed in the back, so he has no coverage. Happens though, but
On time.
I expect more against pro teams against
I'm pushing through.
challenger teams. That's why.
Court needing me.
Because even though we're all supposed to be competitive, everyone's playing like the same game, but there should be a little bit of a difference.
I didn't hold it.
And I think it's a red flag also that they didn't win one map of this scrim. Like, they didn't win one map of this fucking scrim. That is not good. Like, doesn't matter if it's scrims or anything, bro. You went winless in 5 hard points against a challenger team. Granted, this is a very good challenger team. Or I mean, just like better than like the options that there are. But yeah, to not win one and you're a pro team, scrimming against pro teams, mind you, they definitely have been scrimming against other pro teams. Something a lot of challenger players don't get the luxury for. So to be scrimming pro teams way more than Hook's team, guaranteed, and then not winning a map in this is not good. Like, didn't win one map. So they learn from their mistakes from like the first rotation, and they're actually holding spawns this time. Don't know why it took them not doing it the first time to do it the second time. Why can't you do it the first time? And they got no one in the back. They're gonna flip pretty soon, bro. They're gonna get like split flip spawns. Oh, hey, no, they just got the back now. Bro, they can't hold a fucking rotation, bro. It's like, I feel like there's something happening in the comms that's not good. Like, they're not communicating. It doesn't seem like there's any teamwork on any of the setups that they have. And when they have control of the back, like, I see teams like LA Thieves, when they have control of the back and they're setting up, it looks like a proper setup where they're like, hey, I'm watching it. Like, they already know, like, I'm watching this, you watch it from this angle. I'm not seeing any fucking teamwork like that with fucking Carolina, like, at all. It's not looking good.
Weak on time.
Yeah, I'm gonna repinch him, you should play for our side.
I mean, honestly, even on their braking, doesn't really seem they have any control on their brakes either.
I'll kill him. Outer RV maybe?
Yeah, but I don't get, like, on that last P5 that you guys saw, you guys could rewind this fucking video. Like, when Gwyn and TJ were in here, I have no idea why Gwyn was just sitting there. When P5 was popped and his team was in it, he just, I mean, I might as well just fucking go back. This map's fucking over. I mean, damn, bro. But yeah, something doesn't sit right about, like, it almost feels like they're trying to, like, nerf my man fucking Vivid, bro. Like, why does he have, I mean, I'm down for players being versatile and all that stuff, but I just feel like this is not the team for fucking Vivid to be, like, make more sense if he was on a better team, but there's no way on this team he should be at a minute, and like no one else is like, that doesn't sit right, bro. He should be the guy out there flying. Like, I don't think Slasher not getting on the hill is going to be more useful than Vivid not getting on the hill, you know? I think it's more useful for Vivid to get off the hill. That's just my personal opinion on it. But in terms of Reese's NAR, maybe teams trying to slow him down because they think maybe he makes too much mistakes as an SMG, which you could say has been true in previous years, bro. He's very, very good with an SMG. And in a league where everyone's talking about like the lack of like SMG competition we have at the top, like it's hard to find good SMGs, bro, there's players like Vivid who still need to develop, I feel, even though he came in MW19. I think maybe he was playing before that, maybe in Black Ops 4, I think. I mean, I know he was playing that game, I think. But he came into the pro scene in 2019. He was a hard carry, but I'm not sure what happened on that team. I'm not sure if the same thing we're talking about happened on that team, but I got dropped from that team. Did he get dropped from that team too? I really want to know what Vivid is like as a player behind the scenes. Like, that would really help me understand things more. But in terms of this team comp, I mean, wouldn't surprise me first team to make a change, or one of the, I mean, I'm thinking, and that game against fucking Vegas Falcons that they have, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they lose that, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to the Vegas Falcons, the only team I had in the D tier. I'm going to have another map playing while I just, like, talk about this shit real quick. But, God, I can't help myself to swear either. I'm going to play Skyline. So, yeah, I feel like on this team, and Slasher in this game isn't really lighting up my world, to be honest. I'm not sure if this game is for him, but this is me just, I haven't watched Slasher, like, a whole bunch. I watched him in like some turns, which isn't really a good indicator, which is why I want to wait for the season to start before I even make any claims like that. But the whole dynamic feels off, and I was thinking about potential roster changes if they were to happen. If it should be like a 1-person change, a 2-person change. My immediate thought in my head was keep Vivid, keep Gwen, and this is hard for me to even make roster changes because I love all 4 of these players as just like Call of Duty personalities, and I like TJ's a player like I actually want to see TJ do good. I'm not sure if TJ wants to see himself do as good as I want him to do, but like I want this guy to get back in a championship form, like World War II TJ. Like, that's what I want to see. I'm not sure if he wants that for himself though. I don't know if he's just coasting or not, but I mean, if like, I'm thinking, like, bring RCs into this team and another flex and put Vivid and Gwen on the SMGs, or do Vivid. I kind of like TJ a lot, though. I really like TJ a lot, but I have to watch. I'm watching really hard when the season starts, because a lot of teams will say, yeah, whatever, just scrims. Okay, let's see what happens when the online qualifiers start, and then we'll really talk about it. But Carolina's not looking good in scrims, and losing 5 maps in a row. Like, I can even go through the map. Let's just go through like the ending of the maps just so you can see stat lines. Like, I don't want to watch another vault. I swear I've watched this map for Hardpoint at least over 50 times. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to have watched this Hardpoint map beyond 50 times. So the most hill time again, it feels like they're trying to like contain, like really change, and I'm not sure if he's comfortable with it yet. To be honest. I feel like it fucks up the flow of the team, because where's the identity then? Because Gwen is like the superstar player who I think is like the green light player as well. Slasher's the main AR, but the main AR not having like the most hill time majority of the games kind of feels a little bit weird. But I mean, there's a lot more angle holding, so that also makes sense as well. But let's see this stat line for this one. So this is Skyline. Capsule at 2.5 minutes in the hill. Damn, that's crazy. Like, the thing about this Challengers team too, like Hook's team, there's a clear identity. They let Hook do whatever the fuck he wants. You look at the hill time at Hook in literally every HP I don't think he'll ever get over like 45 seconds unless it's like a really mixy game that requires him being on the hill. But I've seen this stat line for hill time for Hook a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. But why does Reese Vivid have a minute? Like, I would much rather have, no offense to TJ, but I'd much rather have Reese Vivid running around with an SMG putting up 47 minutes of hill time, and I'd like you to be the slower AR. I think they probably got that one backwards, because I think TJ is capable of it. I remember his Black Ops 2, he was using the M8. He was known for his one burst M8. I mean, I think they got the rules fucked up there. It's either requires roster changes or a little bit of a rule swap. I'm not really an advocate of roster changes all the time. Like, sometimes I do like it when players are just able to figure it out and actually just get better instead of just always like, okay, we got to drop. Because what's the point of spending the whole off season making roster changes and then boom, like you just wait for one thing to happen and then it's over? You know, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, this map dropped too? No, I remember they played this map. Another minute in hill. I mean, I'm not going to watch all these scrims just because the season is starting tomorrow, but I really wanted to just touch on Carolina. But let me know your thoughts about Carolina in the comments from what you've seen, if you guys have watched any scrims, and we'll see you tomorrow when the season starts. Or this is dropping like now. Yeah, so yeah, tomorrow when the season starts. And I'm keeping a close eye. And their S&D better be good too. I swear their S&D better be good. Otherwise, I'm throwing my headset.